Good morning, y'all. Um, well, the virus has come to Oceanside. Yesterday, I looked at the City of Oceanside's information page, what web page or whatever, and there was a message from our mayor that said that Oceanside has 11 confirmed cases of the virus. Now, I've been keeping pretty good tabs on the information on Oceanside. Now, I could be wrong, but yesterday was the first time that I saw anything about the statistics for Oceanside. Now, how do you start at 11 cases? What seems weird to me is they didn't report on the first case, the fifth case, not that I know of. And today, when I checked, we now have 14 cases. So that's 3 more cases overnight. There's no telling how many cases there really are. Who knows? Stephanie just left a little while ago, and I was in the bedroom and I ran out here to stop her, and I was yelling at her, but she's got that big loud pickup truck. So I texted her right away. I said, Stephanie, where are you going? Please don't go to the store. Did you know that there are 14 cases of the virus in Oceanside? Now, she gets pretty freaked out, y'all, about stuff. You can read about this stuff and you can research it, and but it really gets real when it comes to your city. Now, there's a whole list of numbers by city for San Diego County, and also incorporated areas and unincorporated areas. So, yeah, it's pretty real. Why are you so restless? She's already had one little nap this morning. But as far as I can tell, I don't know, y'all. I get confused about this stuff, and it's like the more you read about it and the more you think about it, and y'all know I'm staying home, except to go to Walmart and pick up groceries. Um, I picked up a little bookcase yesterday that was on side of the street. I left it outside. Um, I just, left it so that if there was anything on it, it would go away. I used my Clorox sanitizing hand cleaners. So I was careful with that, and I'm not worried about that. Um, but when I was picking up that little bookshelf, some kids were out in the yard, and so we were talking. And I mean, I was out at the edge of the street and they were on their little porch. So we had way more than, you know, 6 feet of social distancing. And their mom came out and we started talking about the virus, of course. This lady was very scary to me, y'all. Oh, I'm sorry. If I'm making anybody sick, just close your eyes and listen. Listen to this. Can you hear Hazel snoring? Little stinker. Anyway, she was really scary. She was talking about martial law. She said that um, they're going to come up with this vaccine, and before they will give you a check, you're going to have to take the vaccine. She said there were convoys of military trucks and stuff going down to San Diego to enforce the martial law. She said that there was some kind of big meeting last year in November or December, and they were passing out these little stuffed animals with the coronavirus in it to everybody that was at that meeting. I mean, y'all, she just went on and on and on. It was all I could do to get away from her. And she said, do your research. Do your research. The knowledge is there. It will tell you the real truth. I said, well, you know, the New York Times seems to be pretty reliable. She goes, who owns that newspaper? And I was like, oh my word. I had never run into anybody like that before in my life. It was like talking to somebody who had had a UFO experience. And I'm not saying there are not people that haven't had that, but I mean, just really, really strange. Really strange. So, I don't know. I really did not believe a word she said. Um, I felt like she has probably felt that way about lots of things. I think she was just really, I don't know, would paranoid be the word? I don't know, but it was creepy, y'all. I have to say, it was creepy. So, I don't know what's going to happen, but I think they did mention that the cases will multiply by 3, which from yesterday to today, that did happen. So, you know, it's it is just unbelievable. It's just mind-boggling what is going on in our country and other countries. And that lady, I don't know, she was talking about how the virus is just the flu, and you know, we lose a lot of people every year to the flu, but nobody's declared a pandemic. And, the lady was seriously affected. So I'll just be keeping a close watch. I hope I can find out that they notified us of cases before they got to be 11. Wouldn't you think that they would? I don't know. That seems like a large number to start with. But they still, uh, I don't know. It just seems like there's too many things like carry out food. You can go into a restaurant and pick up food. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But it's pretty crazy. And my heart just goes out to these people that have lost loved ones, that have the virus and a pretty serious case of it, and they're scared to death. But I can tell y'all, no respirator for me. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I think I'm going to handwrite a DNR and stick it on my refrigerator. And I'll take everything else, all my magnets, everything off of my refrigerator and stick that up there. Because I never, ever want to be put on a respirator. Just don't. But anyway, y'all, we're going to continue to be concerned about this stuff and talk about this stuff. And I hope we can have some conversations that are respectful. Um, it's just a crazy time. And, well, let me not say that. I won't say that. But anyway, it is a very crazy time. And it's a scary time. And, I've said this before. When people from the Nasty Channel were threatening to come over here and take pictures through my windows and this and that and the other. And that didn't bother me at all. When I managed properties with drug dealers and drug users and all this kind of stuff, it never scared me. When I lived in my car and my van, it didn't scare me. So what does that tell y'all? I might be a little stupid. I don't know. I'm not scared for myself. I do pray a lot for other people and my children. Both of my boys and Patience and my grandbabies are in Washington. So I'm trying to stay in close touch, and we're reassuring each other that we're okay. Now, one last thing, I think, to have all this going on, we are so lucky to have the technology that we do. Now, I admit I listen to some fake news in a YouTube video, but we have lots and lots of things that we can do. When she was taking her earlier nap, I was playing solitaire on my phone. There's just endless things that you can do. And I encourage y'all to watch some funny stuff. Watch some funny stuff. Y'all, you cannot dwell on this, or you'll drive yourself into a horrible, deep depression, and you don't want to do that. It's an icky day here today, y'all. We're not having any sunshine. It's gray outside. I was going to do some more work out there, and I probably still will. But y'all know it's kind of hard for me not to have sunshine. So I really have to stay busy. I may spend the day reading a book. I don't know. I might binge watch something on my home movie theater in my room. My Hulu is going to be active, I think, until the 14th. You have a period when you're, before, when you end it until it really ends. But anyway, I don't know what I'm going to do today. It is 11:45, I think. Oh, I said one more thing, but there's one more thing. And in a video that I'm not sure if I have put out yet, but there in the description, there was me talking to Hazel because I was dictating the description in a video, and then Miss Hazel got stuck in my tripod at its smallest, like I'm using right now, and when I cook or bake or whatever. How she got in there, I will never know how she managed to get in there, because that space is not very big. And she got caught in there, and I was in the other room and I heard her screaming. She wasn't howling. And I ran in here, and there she was, stuck. It was sitting on the floor. She was stuck in there, and she was freaked out. She piddled a little in the floor. She was so scared. I thought I was not going to be able to get her out of there. She wouldn't be still enough for me to, wrangle her around. But man, oh man, no matter how careful you think you are with your children, they can still find something to get into. So, my tripod in the small setting here is not ever going to be on the floor again. I felt so bad when I finally got her out of there. We came over and we sat and we rocked just like this. She didn't even go to sleep. She just needed to be held and comforted. Crazy. But anyway, y'all, do something fun today. And I think I'm going to get a box of rice and count how many pieces are in it. Or maybe elbow macaroni. That would probably take less time. I could make a macaroni necklace. Do y'all remember your kids doing stuff like that? Or gluing macaroni onto a piece of construction paper? Those things were so cute, and they were so proud of their stuff. Anyway, I love y'all. Hang in there, pray, and be safe, be careful. And I really am. So I'll talk to y'all later. Bye now.